Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to take a walk down memory lane. I have this video for you guys ready to go by the name of Willpower and Addiction. And I think it is paramount to have this conversation because I personally don't believe in addiction, or at least I believe in it, but I've always struggled with what addiction really means, especially in the realm of what it actually feels like. I mean, of course, right? I guess I've come close to it, I guess, but the point that I'm making is that we talk a lot about addiction, but we don't talk a lot about willpower. And there is a vast difference. When I was a kid, I would read these books with Frog and Toad on them. And Frog and Toad are some of my favorite books because they were really spitting in there. They were really going crazy in there. I've never really liked fictional works, because I know that I've always known, right? Just like what this is fictional, obviously, that fictional works are not fake. It's just that the characters are not real, and maybe they go more fantastical with like certain things. They personify things in certain ways, and most of that is really just to deflect, you know, from the reality, from the gravity of the situation, from what's really being said. But at the end of the day, a good story is a story, you know, and so I've always gravitated more toward nonfiction because, it's like, well, if you really have something to say, then let's say it. I don't need you to deflect, off, and I don't need all of the fluffing up my world and my perception with words and things of that nature. I want to know what the writer has to say. So anyway, Frog and Toad, this book Frog and Toad together has a series of various things, lessons, things about life that it teaches its reader. And the most memorable story for me of this book is the one about willpower. And this book will help you to understand why I see the world in the ways that I do. And it will supplement the video that I have for you guys coming up after this about addiction versus willpower. So let's get right into it. Cookies. Toad baked some cookies. "These cookies smell very good," said Toad. He ate one. "And they taste even better," he said. Toad ran to Frog's house. "Frog, Frog," cried Toad, "taste these cookies that I have made." Frog ate one of the cookies. "These are the best cookies I have ever eaten," said Frog. Frog and Toad ate many cookies, one after another. Toad," said Frog with his mouth full, "I think we should stop eating. We will soon be sick." "You are right," said Toad. "Let us eat one last cookie, and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one last cookie. There were many cookies left in the bowl. "Frog," said Toad, "let us eat one very last cookie, and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one very last cookie. "We must stop eating," cried Toad as he ate another. "Yes," said Frog, reaching for a cookie. "We need willpower." "What is willpower?" asked Toad. "Willpower is trying hard not to do something that you really want to do," said Frog. "You mean like trying not to eat all of these cookies?" asked Toad. "Right. said Frog. Frog put the cookies in a box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog tied some string around the box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog got a ladder. He put the box up on a high shelf. There, said Frog. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can climb the ladder and take the box down from the shelf and cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog climbed the ladder and took the box down from the shelf. He cut the string and opened the box. Frog took the box outside. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey birds! Here are cookies!" Birds came from everywhere. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. Now we have no more cookies to eat, said Toad sadly. Not even one. Yes, said Frog, but we have lots and lots of willpower. You may keep it all, Frog, said Toad. I am going home now to bake a cake. And that is the story of willpower. There are many, many stories like this in the book, these different roles that Frog and Toad play. And, Toad always annoyed me, man. Like, Toad always he did me in, man. I swear. And, I always strove to be more, I guess, like Frog. Though Frog had his flaws, of course, as well in some ways. But, again, it's about moderation. It's about the things that you see, right? It's about how, you take the information that's being given. And there are very blatant things that are being shown there. And, man, I really hope that you enjoyed this read through. And I also hope that you enjoy the video on addiction versus willpower. Those are theories, let them hear.